Welcome to day 9. Day 9. And the CB750F on the lift still is the same progress as it was on day 3. That's not great. So, that's the purpose of today's episode. It's Sunday. I need a day to not think about any of this stuff. So, that's why I'm at the shop early today. I'm going to create my plan for tomorrow, which is Monday, for the whole week, or at least come up with what are the tasks that I need to get into, complete, and move into just to make sure that I'm on track. So with the CB750F, we're going to talk through this right now. It's in a place where, yes, it looks assembled for the most part, and it is, but it's all just mock trial setups. There's really no validity to anything. There's no thread lock in anything. So, like, for example, the front end is just together and on the lift. So I'm going to go through, remove everything, make sure the forks are aligned, make sure the front axle is aligned, torque in the calipers, torque in the axle, torque in the top nuts on the triples, torque in the pinch bolts with thread locker on everything, basically as a final assembly forward to make sure that it is operational and ready to go when the time comes. From there, a lot of the stuff on the dashboard and handlebars are also just mounted for just aesthetic look and just for me to have progression and to have the idea of what parts I have, what parts I need, and where we're at. So we're going to go ahead and finalize all of the things that we need to drill, if any, make sure that we have the right grips and the placement of everything so we can have the front end ready and prepared for the wiring. We also have to install the front headlight. We also have to install the front brake lines and the fender. So just kind of like finishing up the front end before wiring. From there, we move back. The tank is ready for paint. So that is going to be removed shortly and prepared for what we want to do with paint. And then we move back to the seat. The seat, tomorrow I need to take proper videos and photos for Rich, who is my upholsterer, to make sure that when he receives them, we are on the same page and he is not missing out on any detail, gap, space, or fitment, so he can understand how to shape the foam, shape the leather, wrap the leather, all that fun stuff. I'm going to send those out tomorrow to Rich to make sure that he receives them, sometime this week so we can get the ball rolling on the seats. Furthermore, the cowl, this is all finalized. We're waiting for the final versions to come in. This week, we're going to receive our proper front rear shocks, which then we would have a final mount of. And again, same with the front end. The rear end is just put together. Nothing's torqued. The axle is not torqued. Caliper's not in properly. So just going through and putting things in for their first and final time. Because as soon as we get through, make sure the front end is dialed, the rear end is dialed, and I can remove the tank, cowl, and seat pan, it's time to wire. Truly get into that progress and progression, because the idea is I really need to get this built as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible. So when the time comes to start assembling the K, we are only focused on that, or mostly focused on that at the very least. And yes, the K still sits the same as it was, but we finished the seat pan, which is a huge plus. I know it might not seem like much progress, but it is a massive amount of progress, especially for me. We're going to start receiving everything in the next 2 weeks for that. And as the time comes, I have to do an inventory check of all the parts, what I have, where we're at, what is left, and where we need to go forward. So, with all of that being said, I am going to, off camera, write everything down on my whiteboard, get organized, not necessarily attach timelines to things, but attach what are the order of operations of important to least important in the time now, and getting through that stuff during the week. Outside of what to get prepared for this week, if you guys didn't know, I also own another company. It's called the CoolCat Cooler. It's the world's first battery-powered beverage dispenser, so we like to say it's the world's first battery-powered keg, but for your cocktails instead of beer. And I'm going to go ahead and I have to do some footage for that today for a new version that we just received as a prototype. And yeah, so today's a packed day. Today's a relaxed day. It's a fun day. It's not so much progress focused. It's more of a reset, restart, so tomorrow we could really get a fresh start and really, 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 really attack with no excuses, no ifs, ands, or buts, no confusion. We know exactly what we're after and what we have to do. I got my head wrapped around what we need to do. I feel confident about this. I feel confident about this, you know? I feel good. I'm excited. The men needed some lunch on the day. So we got some lunch. Wearing my new shirt. New hat. Yeah. Louis Cheeks, thank you for the escort today to lunch in the town car.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Anytime, sir.
We'll see you later.
See you later. Anytime.
Yeah, give us a good peel out. So we got to pull the trailer up and test this out because we have a lot of dried polish. See all that? That's polish from when I did the fenders. We're going to try to polish it out with the orbital. If not, we're going to have to re-roll it. So we're going to test it out with the polisher and then get out of here. So you can see all this, like, that's all just dried polish, and we've been struggling to remove it. So we're gonna hit it with the polisher first and see if it works. If it does, great. If not, we're gonna have to re-roll it. How's it coming? It's kind of raining out too. Inside the face. Inside the face. Let's see. Watch out. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Made it look good though. Alright, so we're gonna polish it after we paint it.
Hold on, down here, wipe.
Wipe it off. Wipe.
Oh my god, my hands are shaking. Still vibrating from that thing. This is a horrible polisher. Okay, now, what did it do? Nothing. What did it do? Absolutely. Oh, something.
Go.
A little more elbow grease. I think it worked. Not the best environment.
It looks much better though.
But
We just got to spend more time. That's from the painting.
yeah, this is good. This is good. I think it'll level out the paint a little bit too, and I think it'll look much cleaner. But we're getting somewhere. Looks good. It's removed. We're removing polish with polish.
I don't know if you knew, but I do have an all-original 1975 Honda CB750 Super Sport, and this thing is absolutely sick. I did a light restoration on it. I have to finish up a few things, but it's got new tires. Front forks are rebuilt. I fixed the oil lines that were leaking, went through, did a full oil change, checked the valves, did the carbs, and I put on a little aftermarket pipe muffler to give it a little bit more rumble because I ride it all the time. I do believe in loud pipes save lives. And yeah, I got this nice little front little wind fairing thing. It's mint. I got my phone mount back there. It's like an ultimate daily rider. But I just want to wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. I just wanted to say, guys, thank you for just kind of watching this 40-day challenge in these videos. I never really anticipated much interest. That was never the intent. The intent was to be as raw, authentic, and real as possible in this time of building and assembling 2 showroom motorcycles in a very short amount of time. And it's just been very, very difficult, very high pressure, and I've been juggling a few different jobs, and one of them is one of my other companies called the CoolCat Cooler. This is the world's first battery-powered keg, but for cocktails, that's how we market it. But basically, it's the world's first battery-powered beverage dispenser. So if you've ever used like an old school like Gatorade water jug, you know, has a spigot on the end. Well, we basically innovated the delivery of liquid from a canister to a cup. So there's been zero innovation in that space. The only innovation that we've seen is through like the actual thermal properties and durability, and that's where Yeti comes in. Like ice stays cold for a really long time. This thing is built near identical to a Yeti. As you can see, it's roto-molded, very high quality. You got the logo embedded in the back. And here's basically how it works. You just open it up. You got your canister, holds 2 gallons of fluid. You latch it down, you turn it on, and then you literally just take your hose like this, and you pour your cup, your beverage. So it's pretty neat. I don't know if you guys are interested, go to the link down below. Yeah, I don't know. Again, just bringing you along for the whole journey, really starting to expand the scope of videos on the channel. I know it's very motorcycle centric, but I think it's important to like start to widen and broaden the scope of things because I do so much. Like, I love so much. Like, I love doing so many things. So, anyways, guys, thanks for listening to the little spiel. If you didn't listen, I don't blame you because I'm just talking a lot. But if you did listen throughout the end of this video, you're an absolute legend. I really appreciate the support. And we're doing everything in our possible willpower to make the dream a reality.